Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video, we'll be looking at the patch note for 3.4.24. So I already briefly watched through the whole patch note, so I have an idea how it actually looks like. But I would also like to hear your own feedback or your own suggestion for this upcoming patch as well. So of course now we have no visual yet, it's everything's just on notes, but we still have to look at the visual and also the test server for the full details, right? But you can feel free to comment down what you guys think about it, right? So first thing, we're gonna have the new Esper Sage. She is a 5-star Umbra. So it seems like they are not going to call it as a Dark Esper, it's call it an Umbra Esper. So Sage is a fighter Esper who can inflict debuff that ignores immunity effect. So the first thing that I would think about this is actually ignore the immunity buff itself. It's not going to bypass Wu Yu and Sui Zai's immunity to all kind of debuff, because if they can't apply debuff on them at the first place, how are you going to apply the debuff on them, right? So I think it's only bypassing the immunity buff itself. So it's a very unique mechanic, because usually when you have immunity, then you won't get debuff, but for Sage it will bypass the immunity effect. Then S1 attack one enemy, dealing damage based on his attack. After Ascension, your S1 here also applies buff blocker. So S1 here doesn't seem like he can bypass the immunity, so it seems like you still need to ignore the immunity first, but then you can only apply the buff blocker. Then S2, Dragon Fire Amplifier. There's active and also passive. Active, AoE damage, attacks all enemy, deal damage based on attack. Then he can dispel immunity. So it's not dispel buff, it can only specifically dispel immunity buff. Then he himself will gain absorb and recovery, basically self-healing. And if Sage is deployed in the second leftmost position, so second leftmost is like the second position other than the captain leader, because captain leader is the most leftmost. And then for Sage here is second leftmost, so it's basically teammate, it's not the captain slot. Then will grant everyone Dragon Breath for 2 turns. Okay, what is Dragon Breath? Is increase their attack. Oh, increase attack buff. Okay, after attacking, triggers Echo Scar damage on the target and grants Sage Cadence. Cadence! Isn't Cadence is the buff that from Meta Era? But why should Sage get Cadence? I'm curious with this part as well. Like, Cadence is from Meta Era, right? And the Cadence is only a stack for Meta Era to count, to trigger her specific effect. But Cadence buff itself doesn't trigger any effect. So I'm curious, like, why does Sage need it? But if passive, when you cast S2, then if your Raging Finale is not on cooldown, which is your S3 is not on cooldown, then you instantly cast your S3 one extra time. If your Cadence stack is max, okay, so here it comes. So if you have a max stack of Cadence, which is 20 stack, based on Meta Era is 20 stack, further reduce all ability cooldown. Oh, I see. So in order to let you get Cadence stack, you need your teammate who have Dragon Fire. You need a teammate who have Dragon Fire, do attack, and then trigger Echo Scar. Then Sage will only get Cadence. It seems like condition for Sage to get Cadence is pretty hard for now, but I'm also curious, like, the increased attack is how many percentage? 10%? 30%? Something like that. And I assume Dragon Breath is going to be a Golden Realm buff, like Liam special unique attack up buff, but we're going to see about this. Then S3 have active and passive as well. Active attacks all enemy AoE damage, deals damage based on attack, and then triggering poison, bleed, and echo scar damage on the target. Triggering poison, bleed, and echo scar, does that mean that Sage is actually the Esper that some player is actually requesting for? A Esper that can make the DOT damage Esper shines, like the poison, bleed, all this kind. If Sage can actually instantly trigger all the poison effect, bleed effect, and the echo scar effect, it might actually be a very strong Esper that DOT burst damage. Then probably Ife or Hilda or Osana, they'll actually shine because of this DOT burst damage. Then passive, he himself is immune to sleep, petrification, and disease, which means he can be stunned. Wait, no. Petrification is including stun and stun, right? Does that mean that it's immune to control? Oh wait, it's not including freeze. So he can still get freeze, but not sleep, petrification, and disease. Then inflict echo scar on the target after every attack. and applies extra Echo Scar on the attacker when counter attack. Okay, so if I trigger counter attack from Avatara, my S1 here, I will also apply extra Echo Scar. Then every time I attack, which I assume including my S2 as well, will also inflict Echo Scar. Okay, what is Echo Scar? Each stack reduces the target's attack and defense. Wow. At the end of the carrier turn, they take damage equal to the number of stack multiplier by the percentage of siege attack. It seems like a bleed debuff, but it's a special bleed debuff that cannot be dispelled, and it's called Echo Scar. This effect is stackable and lasts for 2 turns. Oh, so it's a special bleed debuff, the Echo Scar, and it will apply the Echo Scar on the target every time he do damage. Then he have a skill for dispelling immunity, so you can like apply the special bleed very fast, and then you can trigger the Echo Scar as well when you trigger S3. So I think he will be a DOT burst damage expert from what we're looking at the base kit. Okay, then Rezo R1 increase the damage of each Echo Scar stack, so basically increase your bleed damage multiplier. And then the R2 new passive effect, at the start of the combat, grants Dragon Breath to all allies instantly, which is the increased attack. This seems very good, because if everyone get Dragon's Breath instantly, then everyone get attack up boost instantly. It might actually even benefit Moriyama to have, so Moriyama himself will get attack up buff, and then with Dragon Breath probably will make Moriyama attack even higher, and then inflicts Echo Scar on all enemy. Okay, so instantly buff up your whole team and instantly put the special bleed on the enemy. Then R4, when enemy takes damage from poison, bleed or Echo Scar, inflict extra Echo Scar on it. Wow. So when you have R4, then your poison and bleed Esper will actually make the Echo Scar stack up even faster. Then when he casts S3, it will burst all the bleed and the poison damage, then instantly nuke them. So immunity will be more important now, which is already important, or the Esper that doesn't care about poison, bleed, this kind of debuff. So let's say like Suizai doesn't get debuff, Wu Yu doesn't get debuff as well, they will be shined even more. And this also leads me to one thing, JV. JV doesn't get applied by poison or bleed, if not mistaken, right? Because if not mistaken, JV have a kit in his Scarlet Flame or something like that as the S3, there's a unique golden debuff that will make JV dispel all the DOT damage. So I'm curious, like, does that actually make JV shine in PvP content? But yeah, okay, then R6, when Siege die, if there's enemy with max Echo Scar stack, then remove all the Echo Scar and revive him. Okay, R6 seems very strong for self-revive, but how far is the max Echo Scar? I would say the most impactful is R2 is actually pretty strong enough. R2 here instantly give everyone Dragon Breath and do Echo Scar and everyone seems very good enough already. But yeah, every rezo on him seems very good. I would personally say R1 and R2 is more important. Can be drawn from the Nocturne Echo pool, which is the Umbra specific Echo pool. Okay, team show, we have the Burning Beat Assembly Part 2, some extra reward like raise any Esper to level 70, Petal Coins, Record and Legendary Ability Mon. Burning Beat Trial is what we already have as well, it's just a new trial for us. Memory Reef as well, it's a new Memory Reef. Basically it's like a reset. Festival Puzzle, it's just like the lock-in puzzle event for us to get some extra rewards. Boom Boom Gacha is just some extra reward we can go through. And then new events, which is limited time echo, we have Suizai and Nora at the first rate up. Then we have Ambla Fushi, JV Jinchu. Oh, okay. So JV Jinchu at the third phase. Okay, then Championship. Championship, they're gonna revamp it. Not revamp, they're gonna add a new reward called Transcendence material. And this Transcendence material is only available for JV currently. It seems like it's gonna be the second awakening from what Tiki mentioned from the live stream. So it will be and JV will be the first one getting this buff. So we need the Primal Crystal JV from personal point rewards and group ranking rewards, basically the championship reward. Previously we're getting like Momo Ripple, Wenlock Ripple or Yamato Ripple, right? And then instead of getting Ripple, we are gonna get Primal Crystal JV. And then we're gonna have stamina consumption, APAP, and Desolate Land Shadow Gale. Okay, after you clearing it, then you can get the Primal Crystal. Alright, let me see. Primal Crystal, Emblem, Brewster, Queen. Okay, Championship Ordinary Ripple Boss. So if you get a Ripple Boss, you can either pick Embla, Jin Yuya, or Brewster Ripple. After the event, you won't. Okay. But they did not mention like what are the upgrade about the JV Transcendence, how it will work, and how many we needed. Okay, they did not mention about this. Nocturne Echoes. During the event, use Nether Disc. Okay, Nether Disc is what the new keyword is. To spin for a chance to obtain the new Umbra Esper. So it's a separate pool, right? The Ether Disc can be obtained with Nexus Crystal or through pack. I'm curious like how many Nexus Crystal. I really hope and I pray that it will be 200 Nexus Crystal, because then it will be the same value at Go Records. I hope they don't actually increase it too much. If they actually increase it, don't go like 400 or 500 per piece. It's going to be freaking expensive. So I hope they actually maintain the 200 Nexus Crystal or true packs, right? Okay, this is the part that I don't really like, and I actually already forward this feedback, and it will expire after the event ends. Why they should actually make Ether Disc expired? Why they can't just let the player, let's say within this patch here I already bought 100 Nexus Ether Disc, then I actually get earlier, I get my Umbra Esper Sage actually earlier, like let's say 50 summon, so I have 50 pool left with 50 Ether Disc left. Why not just let me keep the Ether Disc until when the next Umbra Esper is coming up, I don't know when, and let me use it? Why should they actually expire? I don't think this is actually a good idea for them to actually make the Ether Disc expire. Just let us keep like the Divinate Disc, Go Record, Shimmer Record, Elemental Disc. Why everything here can be kept? Why Ether Disc is so special that it will expire after event? This doesn't make sense. And I hope the Nexus Crystal that we can buy through the Ether Disc that we can buy through the Nexus Crystal is not limited per patch as well. So if they actually make it limited, so let's say every patch I can only buy like 25 Ether Disc or 50 Ether Disc, that is also a bad design. Because if I actually save a lot of my Nexus Crystal, what I hoping is when let's say the Umbra Esper is something that I really like, then I use my Nexus Crystal that I save on to buy the Ether Disc, then I summon, right? So I hope that they don't increase the Nexus Crystal price. I hope they don't put a limit on the Nexus Crystal amount that we're able to buy, or else it's actually locked through packs, and then take away the expired. I don't understand why they want to make it like expired, right? So another thing is there's a 50-50 chance, and then if you don't get it, then the next one will be Siege. So if you fail to get it, then you have to re-summon it, and if not mistaken, it's gonna be 100 Heart PT, 100 summon for the Heart PT. So three things about this part. I don't want the Nexus Crystal to increase the price. I don't want it to limit the amount we are able to buy per patch. Just let us infinity. Like let's say if I save 100 summon worth of Nexus Crystal, just let me buy 100. So I don't have to really pay through the packs. And then don't make it expired. So if I bought extra, just let me keep it for the next Nocturne Echo summon, right? Or else it doesn't really make sense in my opinion. Okay, then to celebrate the arrival of the new Umbra Esper, the unit will be sending out Ether Disc Field Meal. I assume it's going to be 10, like free 10 summon for everyone. But still, I think this is a very concerned matter, like because now currently in game we already have the good stuff is Go Record, we have the Wishstone system, we have Elemental Record, we have Shimmer Record, and then when this Dark Esper came out, which is the Nether this here, the Dark Echo, Nocturne Echo, I hope they don't really make things worse. Because if they are making more new currency for other summons, and I assume this Umbra Sage can't be obtained through Wishstone in the future as well, does that mean that this Sage is only limited time for this amount of time? What if? So there's a lot of questions they should actually help us understand before they release it into the patch note. I think they should actually make an announcement to let us know how it actually works, to be more clear, right? Instead of me just guessing the stuff here, or everyone here is just guessing it, and then we're just gonna panic ourselves out. So Does that mean that this stage is actually very time limited, and then very limited time for us to get an Ethan disc, and even hope they are not going to increase the Nexus Crystal reward price to purchase it, hope it's not limited to a certain amount, and I really don't get it why they should actually make it expired. But yeah, that's my point of it. This make me kind of worry about the Nocturne Echo, about the dark. I mean, like the Dark Esper, we already know that it's gonna be a new currency, a new pool, right? But I hope they don't limit stuff, limit the amount of Nexus Crystal we can buy through, and force us to buy through pack, because we already have Meta Esper that is kinda forcing us to buy through passes and packs if you want to get high reso. If they make another system, Nocturne Echoes, which is the Dark Esper, also have to buy through packs, then that is a bad news. I hope that's not the case, but we're gonna wait for the new the test server, and also like new version preview, or maybe highlights from Tiki as well, and see how it actually goes. But I hope they actually change it before they update it, at least the expired part. I really don't get why they should actually make a record that will be expired. That's a bad design. Just let us keep the record, right? Okay, new Esper is available for switching in a bounty stage. So instead of Meta Ira, we can switch with Sage now. To unlock this feature, you need to meet 2 conditions. You have to own the Esper, and then you have the required unlock item. Okay, you can get the unlock item by spending Rave Coin. New system Transcendence. Okay, the Union research team has discovered an ancient material that allows compatible Esper to undergo Transcendence and gain even greater power. Okay, so now we only have JV, right? Okay, their ability and attribute is the stats will greatly enhanced, and then the ability, I wonder like how JV ability will get enhanced. Does that mean just increase its multiplier? If just increase its multiplier, it won't help JV become strong. What makes JV weak is because of his key. It's not about the stats. Even you increase the stats, I don't think JV will be that strong if they don't really change the ability. So I'm curious how they're gonna make JV strong again with this Transcendent mechanic. So the first Esper available for Transcendent is JV, and his Ascendant material can be obtained through Championship. I wonder if I can buy through Champ Coin as well. More Esper will be available in Transcendent in the future. Keep an eye out of update on Championship announcement. So Championship is not just going to be Momo, Yamato, and Warlock. It's going to be the Transcendent Esper as well. Okay, so there's actually a lot of update in terms of system wise for this patch, but I don't see Sonica event. So does that mean that I'm not able to play the Sonica? It's just new Esper and the new Dark Esper mechanic. But what made me worry about this is the Nocturne Echoes, because it's a new element, it's a new system, new summoning system currency as well. There's a lot of questions have to be answered, which is like what I point out just now, like the Nexus Crystal prices, how many are we able to purchase per patch, please don't limit it, and why expired. Okay, so I hope they actually make some changes, or probably I'm wrong. I want to see at the test server as well how it actually goes. But can feel free to comment down what you guys think about this Umbra Esper and the Transcendence JV Transcendence idea. Feel free to comment down and let me know so I can actually have a better accurate feedback for the devs. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is GenMP, SPVCEJVMQ, Trendcan, thank you so much for your support. And also special thanks for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Seimer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Choni, Antonio Winterspoon, Cragran, Calamity, Rocco Standions, Jordan Alons. Special thanks for your support. And also special thanks for the Super Thanks MVP, HMZ, RY, and X Reeds. Thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest tag. Thank you so much for Code Wilderness, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Choni. Thank you so much for your support.